Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Pirate Recap. It's your quartermaster, Joseph, based out of here in Lowell. We have Jamie, our captain, with us today as well, and he's based out of Somerville. And Jamie, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
You know what? I can't complain. Um, Not that anyone wants to hear it if I do. Um, but in all seriousness, this is a pirate recap. We wanted to go over all the stuff we've been doing, so that way we're not just sitting on our tushies. Um, so recently we went to the Freedom Rally. Jamie, how did that look?
Well, I mean, we went out and helped the Massachusetts Mesh Network get their wireless Wi-Fi mesh network connected for Freedom Rally. So participants at Freedom Rally would have access to free Wi-Fi connected to the internet. That was a great opportunity to test out the software and hardware they've been working with and to actually get a network working that had connectivity to the internet on a fairly big scale. I mean, it spanned from uh, both stages at Freedom Rally.
Okay, and we were out there helping the Mass MeshNet, correct?
That's correct.
Can you tell us a little bit about them and what their operation looks like?
Sure. So the Massachusetts Mesh Network is at massmesh.org. You can find their website. Basically, they're trying to build, because of what the FCC has done in gutting net neutrality and allowing ISPs to spy on their own customers and sell data that they've gathered about their customers to the highest bidder. Mass Mesh, the Massachusetts Mesh Network was formed by myself and some other folks, some of whom were pirates, to be able to create a network that is community controlled, that focuses on your privacy and is net neutral. So we're using commodity hardware with open source mesh networking software called LibreMesh and some other software as well to be able to build interconnected networks in people's neighborhoods that will hopefully connect with other neighborhoods and also onto the internet. So we can build a resilient network that's ultimately is not beholden to the big corporate internet service providers, which we're seeing the Trump administration, the FCC, allow to completely consolidate so that there are fewer and fewer of them. Folks can get involved at massmesh.org. All of their links to their wiki, the software that's available on their GitHub repo, and devices are there, as well as a map of the network, such as it is now. They also have a very active mailing list, and especially Matrix community discussions, which you can see here. And they meet consistently every Tuesday night from 7 to 9 at Industry Lab, 288 Norfolk Street in Cambridge, though not this Tuesday. This Tuesday, they'll be at Code for Boston. So folks who want to get involved can come out to that. I mean, just to give you an idea, this is, the two stages. You see the main stage up by Boston Commons with the number 3. And then the Parkman Bandstand stage was over by the Parkman Bandstand. And we had, MassMesh had a link between the two and wireless access points at those two locations and a couple of others, and was able to do kind of a preliminary map. Not quite as meshy. If it were if it were a robust mesh network, there would be lots of different points that these 2 points were connected to. But still, it was a good proof of concept, and MassMesh hopes that Freedom Rally liked the network and appreciated it and wants to come back with something even bigger and better. But they're focusing locally in Somerville, Arlington, Quincy, in different parts of eastern Massachusetts and hopefully the rest of the state to be able to build out community-controlled, network-neutral, private networks.
And how difficult was it to get all that set up um, especially on that first day where you went out there. I believe it was Saturday.
Right. They set up on Saturday and Friday night and Saturday morning with certain tweaks during Saturday and into Sunday. It took a few hours, about 3 or 4 people to get it working. And, a lot of that is just aligning one mesh receiver, as you see the point to point between the two stages. That had to be aligned to maximize the speed between the network. There was aligning it to the internet connection. So, it took a bunch of hours, but that would have taken even longer if we hadn't, if the Mass Mesh folks, myself and Will and others, hadn't gone and been debugging the LibreMesh software and making sure that everything worked out of the box. I mean, I set up 2 mesh nodes, and the first one was a bit of a learning curve, but the second one took me 5 to 15 minutes to get it working and up and active and installed. So it really is a lot of people have put many days or weeks worth of effort into making sure the software is working well, and it's really a credit to the effort that the volunteers from Mass Mesh put in to build the Network of Freedom Rally and to get the software bundled together in an easy to use way.
Well, that is great, and I really like the efforts that we're able to go out and support them and get that done. And speaking of which, we do have the PirateCon coming up, so the details for that is, where is it going to be, Jamie?
Well, it's going to be this Saturday, September 29th. Folks can go up at this nice little link on our website at masspirates.org at our blog. It's going to be at the Community Church of Boston, which is 565 Boylston Street, number 2, very near the Copley Square MBTA Green Line stop.
And it's where it was last year, correct?
Correct. It's where it was last year. We're asking $10 for folks. Youth under 18 are free. Anyone who's not a citizen or permanent resident are also free. Although that is not because we don't want to ask money from folks who are not citizens or permanent residents, but because of Office of Campaign and Political Finance rules, we cannot take money from someone who's not a citizen or not a permanent resident. But we want everyone to attend. So, if even $10 is an imposition, we encourage people to show up, participate, be respectful of everyone who's there. We have a code of conduct. But if folks can help us defer the cost of the site, it's over $300. So that would be of great help as well.
And anything that we can
starting
raise.
At 10 a.m. formally and ends at 6 p.m.
And anything that we can raise for the Pirate Party so that we can really do all these projects coming up is really, really appreciated, of course.
Absolutely.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you so much, Jamie. That was a good recap, and I look forward to speaking with you.
So we just want to make, the schedule is up on the website, so folks can, if there's something that interests them more than another particular session, they're welcome to show up at that time. They can, of course, register at the door. And we are last year we had a video stream of the conference, and we plan to do that as well. Folks can come back to our conference page and it'll be up there. If anyone who's watching the video stream can send us a donation or just register, that would be a great help. None of this is free. It's all done by volunteers. But we want to encourage folks to come out and participate and help make the Pirate Party a better party and a more active party.
I couldn't agree more. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
You too.